if you subscribe to the crazy notion that the financial goals of a lifetime deserve more than a 10-minute chat.
If you believe your financial advisor should listen as much as he speaks.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and ThinkTime make a difference.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
The wheels of progress haven't been very active lately. But because of business people like you, things are beginning to get rolling. And Regions is here to help, making it easier with the expertise and service to keep those wheels turning. From business loans to cash management, we want to be your partner moving forward. So switch to Regions, and let's get going together.
Hello, this is Ed Norman, broker with LA Realty of Trenton. I want to thank all of you for making LA number one in our community. We aim to take good care of our customers to the best of our ability. We know that's how a successful real estate firm operates in a small town. Please remember us when you need help or just advice about your real estate. Thanks again.
We're back for the kickoff after that touchdown run by Arkell Coleman in the failed extra point. Peabody's down 6-0 early in this game, and that ball's going to go all the way to the end zone and the touchback, and Peabody will take over on offense 1st and 10 from its own 20-yard line.
It's going to be interesting when we see Barnett be able to field the ball and take off. I think it's going to be exciting. But here we go, second series for Peabody. And this is really a test of these young men early in this game, but also the coaches, see what changes they might make.
Offensive lineman for the Golden Tide, number 71, Noah Allen. 65, David Rodemaker. Peyton Nee is the center. Right guard is Scruggs. 79, Bubba Bailey is the right tackle. Number 86, Ryan White is the right offensive end. And that's going to be Najuan Miller on a keeper for about 5 yards. And so we faked the little in-motion sweep, jet sweep, I guess you would call it, to J.T. Haynes. Najuan pulls the ball down and moves the ball forward for 5 yards.
This spread offense gives you so many options. The defense has to allow for so many things. And Milan, they're vulnerable.
2nd down and 5. Haynes is in motion. Little confusion on the play. There's Nigel. There was who was carrying the ball? Tay Nesbitt was carrying the ball, number 20. He moved forward for a 1st down, and then the ball came out, and Milan recovered the ball at about the 48-yard line. And so just when Peabody starts moving the ball, they have a miscue. And, guys, you can't do that against a pretty good football team like Milan.
Well, to win this game, Peabody's just going to have to play excellent ball, and you cannot turn the ball over. But we will see if that mistake will be repeated.
Linebackers for the Golden Tide on the inside, number 16, Ty Fields. And back deep in coverage is Daniel Hodges, as Caleb Powell, a 3-year starter for Milan, was trying to go deep to the Warden kid, number 11.
Our first pass of the game, and I think Milan looked like they were going to take advantage of their good field position and fumble, and the quarterback overthrew him a little bit.
Well, what we saw on the film last week against Henry County, Milan throws and runs the ball equally well. And so they're going to be a challenge to stop tonight. 2nd down and 10. Oh, boom! That's the way you play defense right there, Bubba. Good job. That was Bubba Bailey coming in, putting the wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
He'll remember that tomorrow. What a hit.
And you can hear the crowd from in here, they just got pumped up about that hit. I think they've been looking forward to that all summer.
Well, we thought the ball broke loose right there, and Peabody thought they had it. But I guess the officials ruled that his possession had stopped, and as well it had, as Bubba Bailey put the Watusi on him there. So 3rd down and 13 as Milan's back at the midfield stripe. And
see, that's the kind of play you got to have.
That's the kind of play. Milan Peabody got that ball out before the whistle blew, and the refs just missed it. The refs missed that call. I think the video evidence will show that ball was out before the whistle blew. And so we'll see after the replay of the game. But I'll be very surprised if the video doesn't show that ball was taken out before the whistle ever blew. Nonetheless, the officials didn't see it that way.
You got to love
4th down and 14.
You got to love that aggression by Peabody. They've got to play with a chip on their shoulder, with an attitude.
But one thing about it, they didn't lay down and quit right there.
That is beautiful. That tells you a lot about the character of this team.
That's true.
And so Milan calls timeout with 6:18 to play. And they have the lead 6-0, but Peabody stood tall right there on that defensive series. We'll be back with the ball game blitz on a high school football television show on E+6 in Jackson, and also TV 22, Trenton's local cable channel.
Rocky Top Barbecue, located at 414 East Eaton Street, allows you to eat in, carry out, or call in. Crowd favorites include loaded baked potato or tater, hamburgers and hamburger steaks, barbecue nachos, and of course, pulled pork barbecue. For your next party, get the shoulder pack, 17 to 20 pounds of shoulder, a gallon of baked beans, a quart of slaw, a quart of barbecue sauce, and 2 packs of buns for only $89.99. So come visit or call Rocky Top Barbecue at 855-0122.
Dale's Recycling has 3 locations, Milan, McKenzie, and Jackson, and is one of the largest recycling centers in West Tennessee. Their recycling is environmentally friendly, and they recycle most metals, radiators, batteries, and much more. Besides recycling, Dale's also buys and sells used farm equipment, industrial equipment, and military surplus. For more information about what they recycle or their inventory, go to dales-recycling.com or call their Milan number at 731-686-2500.
Okay, I want to invite you to come join us here at Food Right, where we specialize in our meat department, our produce department, our bakery deli department, offer Western Union to send or receive your money. Our butchers in our meat department have over 75 to 80 years experience by cutting beef. We have freshness everywhere we go in our produce department. We just stock that produce every day with fresh vegetables and fruits. Come join us at Food Right. Thank you.
We're back as Milan's going to punt the ball, and we want to remind you our first quarter sponsor tonight is Dale's Recycling with 3 locations, Milan, McKenzie, and Jackson. They can handle all of your recycling needs. Call them at 731-686-2500. There's a high snap, and the punter's going to be able to get the ball off. So let's don't make a silly mistake here. And the ball is going to roll dead down about the 10-yard line, and Peabody's going to take over 1st and 10.
Milan has an excellent punter. We saw that in the pregame. He was booming the ball 50 yards with a high hang time. Just a high snap on that one. They were fortunate to get that ball away.
So the challenge here, guys, is to have a sustained drive, keep that defense off the field for a few minutes, and we've got to show Milan that we can move the football against a pretty good defense like they have.
Got to gain some confidence offensively here.
Trenton's gold offense still on the field, the spread formation. In motion is Tyler Gadlin. And we had a mishandled snap. And before you know it, that very quick defense of Milan is all over Najuan Miller, the quarterback, and throws him for about a 5-yard loss.
Well, it all begins with an offensive line. And as difficult as their challenge is tonight, they're going to have to hold the Bulldogs back so our very talented backs can make something happen back there.
Spread formation. Gadlin's in motion. Najuan Miller rolls around. He's throwing the ball, and it's going to be incomplete. Out there to J.T. Haynes past the first down marker. And guys, I thought we were going to mess around there and get a safety.
Well,
Najuan Miller did a good job of getting out there and trying to throw the ball, and just the offensive line is not giving him the help at all. I mean, I know Milan's intimidating, but you got to give the quarterback time to throw the ball.
Well, we've not shown a lot of balance. We've tried to throw the ball more than run, and I think as the season goes on, we're going to be more of a running team than we are a passing team. But it's early in the season. Remains to be seen what the strength will be. Let's see what we have here on third down. 3rd and 16 as Milan snaps the ball from its own 5-yard line. Peabody. And there's Harris with a run up the middle for a gain of about 2. And so that'll bring on the punting squad for Peabody.
William Harris, the ball carrier. Made by number 20, Kendall White.
In to punt for the Golden Tide is number 11, Drew Sanders.
15-yard line.
Drew's also handling the kicking duties for a kickoff and extra point. He's a sophomore, and he's going to do a good job for us this year. Good kick as he kicks the ball away from Milan's returner. And let's see, did it hit the Milan player? According to the official, he was able to dodge it. So that's 2 or 3 close calls right here that have been in Milan's favor, guys, early in this contest.
Well, we're getting a little closer report that that probably did hit a Milan player. On the replay, we're going to be able to see better. At the very least, that was a foolish play on the Milan part. You can just imagine the coaches at Milan right in front of him screaming at him to get away from the ball.
They're probably over there having a meeting with him right now. There's Bryson running the ball, and he's going to be stopped after a gain of about 1 on the plate. And so several members of the Golden Tide defense are there to meet him. That's Ryan White, number 86. Number 9, Lowry is in on the play, as well as number 16, Ty Fields.
Peabody is winning the fight up front. They're handling the offensive line of Milan quite well. No room to run up front. They're having to go on the outside or pass.
2nd down and 8 for Milan. They put the ball in play at the 46 or 7-yard line. Coleman's got the ball. He spins out of the tackle. And did we strip the ball away from him? It looked like we were close to doing it again. And so Coleman's hard to come down. He's not going to come down with arm tackling.
Well, he's a quality running back, on a quality team. Having him bounce outside to really get any room at all. But Peabody's going to have to do a better job wrapping up.
Ray Buchanan is the other inside linebacker, as I tried to mention the linebackers a few moments ago. In the secondary is J.T. Haynes, number 7, number 8, Malik Dokes. There's Arkell Coleman again. Hodges comes up and misses the tackle, and there's Arkell Coleman going to walk in the end zone. But hold on just a minute. We've got a penalty on the play out here at about the 24-yard line, and I believe they're going to have Kevius Finch from Milan doing a little holding on the play, or Octavius Cook. Let's see what the call is. Holding.
Against Milan.
Holding on the play against Octavius Cook from Milan, as he had number 8 from Peabody, Malik Dokes, kind of in an arm bar on the play.
Well, the referee was our best friend on that one.
And the referee was on top of it.
It's looking like it's going to be the Arkell Coleman show here if we don't get a hold of him.
Well, you're going to have to tackle him, that's for sure.
Yeah, it might not take just one player to tackle him. You might have to have some help on their teammates to bring those running backs down.
Well, Henry County hadn't tackled him yet. from last week's two-quarter jamboree. He ran all over that Henry County, a very good Henry County team. And so we know that Coleman's going to get the ball many, many times tonight. So that's going to bring the ball back, and the official says it's 1st and 10 after they marked off the penalty and brought it back. 1st and 10 from the 35. Powell's going to pump and go, and there's going to be a little up and out pattern out there to Warden, number 11. We can't just hit him, though. Daniel Hodges put a pretty good lick on him, but we got to lock up. He spun out of that tackle, attempted tackle, and made another 10 yards.
Way too much time for that little timing pass on the outside. It worked well. I'm sure as they practice it hundreds of times in practice, but...
What do you call that, Joe? Is it like a wheel route?
I think so.
Out there to that outside man, just kind of turn a circle and then keep going up to the outside.
Defensive backs with their eyes on the quarterback have to look at that man coming out.
So it's 1st and goal for Milan from the 8-yard line of Peabody. There's Coleman running through. Hodges met him in the hole, and he got him down. Not before Coleman gets all the way down to the 2-yard line.
Daniel Hodges. Inside the 5.
We need a little more of what we saw in the last series from Peabody. Putting some licks on people, stopping the running back in the backfield. You can just imagine what this is going to be.
Well, especially when you've got big number 90 into the game blocking, and Arkell Coleman's going to go in basically untouched for the second score of the game for Milan, and that increases their lead to 12-0 over the Golden Tide of Peabody with 2:39 to play in the first quarter.
Well, we knew that Milan was going to be just an incredibly difficult opponent, but not an unbeatable opponent. And you win the war by winning the little battles.
Caleb Appleton's in for the point after touchdown. And there's the snap, and the kick's up, and the kick appears to be good. And so Milan extends its lead to 13-0 here at the lower half of the first quarter. We'll be back in a few moments for the kickoff as Peabody takes over on offense. You're watching Golden Tide football on E+6 in Jackson and also TV 22, Trenton's local cable channel.
So, you're just about to treat your kids to ice cream when you get a Regions mobile banking text alert that your checking account is on empty. Bummer. Then you realize you can transfer funds and cover it before you get mauled by a pack of 5-year-olds. Unbummer. Let's say you're a typical American. You pay your bills, you try to save and manage debt, but now let's say you sat down with a Regions banker to review your savings and debt and rebalance your balance sheet. You'll feel more confident and more balanced. Nice. Regions Cashback Rewards is a new, free, and simple way to earn cash back on your everyday purchases with your Regions Visa check card. Just check your account online, click on Great Offers, and use your card to start earning cash back today. Yes!
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about just how much value their car insurance company is delivering. If you're one of them, State Farm agent Amy Greer in Trenton can help you get to a better state, because she'll talk with you, listen to you, and help put together a policy that has you written all over it, from cost to coverage, all backed by 24/7 customer support. Feeling less skeptical? Then call State Farm agent Amy Greer in Trenton and officially get to a better state with State Farm.
So we're back for the kickoff after Milan extends its lead 13-0. Appleton's in to kick off. Back to receive the kick is number 2, Tyler Gadlin, and also number 22, Javarian Barnett. There's the kick. Barnett's going to get an opportunity on this play. Come on, Tavarian. Turn it loose, son. Let's go. Up the sideline he goes. He's going to break free, and he's going to move the ball out to the 32-yard line. So that's the best starting field position for Peabody tonight.
Well, it's going to be fun watching him run the ball, kickoffs, and punts back and out of the backfield. He is lightning.
Well, we're on to our 4th series on offense, and let's see if we can sustained a drive here. So far we've run it 3 times, and we've been 3 and out the past 3 series. So maybe hopefully we get something going here.
All right, Coach Minch is signaling in the plays to the Golden Tide. All the members of the Tide on offense have the wrist coaches, and they're calling the plays from the sideline. We're still in the gold or the spread formation. Najawan Miller's at quarterback. Little confusion on offense about what to do. Looked like they were wanting to give the ball to William Harris, but he wasn't there. And so Miller kept the ball and moved the ball forward for a minimum or a gain of about 4 on the play.
Yeah, Paul, it looked like another broken play. We've seen several of those. And in the first game of the season, you expect to see some confusion, but against a quality opponent like Milan, you're not going to get away with that.
Second down and 6 for the Golden Tide.
Can y'all say something about the class of 02? It's our reunion right here. Y'all got it like halftime or something?
Next booth.
Next booth?
And Peabody is on, runs the ball for about a 2-yard gain.
Tackle by number 7, 7 and 7. Raven Milan making the tackle.
Excuse me for that little interruption we had in the booth.
Never
a gain of about 2 on the play brings up a 3rd down and 4.
Just a totally different way of calling plays in. But you know what? Whatever works.
Gold formation for Peabody. Miller's at the quarterback. Hands the ball off to, I guess that's William Harris on the play, and he has a gain of maybe 1 or 2 on the play, and so it's 3 and out again, Taylor, for the Bulldogs. Milan hasn't gotten in their black formation yet, which is the I formation, as we come under a minute from this Dale's Recycling first quarter.
That Milan defensive line has had their way with the Peabody line.
Drew Sanders on the punt for Milan. Milan had the punt block on, and Sanders got a pretty good kick right there on the play. Who comes up with it? Does Milan come up with it? There's going to be a pretty mad scramble for the ball. Let's see if Peabody can get in there and scrounge and come out with it. The officials hadn't made their way to the bottom yet. Let's see who comes out with the football. Come on, officials, let's make a call. Peabody's football! And so Joey, for the second possession in a row, Jacob Wharton's ball handling skills for Milan at the punt return has not only nearly cost him in the last possession, because we know now the replay shows that the ball did hit him in the last possession, but this time he fumbles it and Peabody gets on it.
Finally, a break goes Peabody's way. There were 2 or 3 that could have gone our way. Maybe this is the tide is turning.
So with 14.7 seconds to go, Peabody has the ball, 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line of Milan. Come on, guys, let's stick it in right here. Again, some confusion on offense. We didn't know what was going on or what the play was. And so that's going to bring a close to the first quarter, as we're just got a little confusion.
I'm not sure.
We appreciate Dale's Recycling for sponsoring tonight's first quarter. We're going to take time out, and we'll come back for Raspberry Service Center second quarter in tonight's action here on the Ball Game Blitz high school football television show. You're watching the best of high school football from Trenton, Tennessee on E+6 Jackson and TV 22, Trenton's local cable channel.